Hey, all you Xero users. Wouldn't it be really cool if we could send out an automated thank you email as soon as an invoice was marked as paid or reconciled in Xero? Well, unfortunately, Xero doesn't have that feature at the moment, but the good news is that we can automate that entire process using Zapier. So here's a demo of how to do that using Gmail as your email sending service. So let's take a look at how to use Zapier to send an email from Gmail when a sales invoice is marked as paid in Xero. So first of all, we'll start with our trigger step, and we're going to use the new payment in Xero trigger event option. And I'll be using the Xero demo company as the organization, but you'd obviously map in your own organization here. And as we're dealing with sales invoices, we want to map in the accounts receivable option as a payment type. Next, we want to be able to send our customer a PDF receipt of their payment. And unfortunately, that information doesn't get brought in the trigger step. So we want to be able to add in a search step, which we'll do with the Find Invoice in Xero option to then bring through the PDF attachment information. So we'll use the demo company again, and we'll search by invoice number and then map our invoice number from our trigger step to the number field here. Next, we're going to be able to customize our send email in Gmail action step. And in order for this step to work, we obviously need to be able to map in one email address. So we'll use the main invoice contact email address that's associated with the invoice that has been paid from our trigger step. And you can obviously add in multiple other email addresses. So if you have other contacts associated with the invoice, you can add them in to the to or CC. If you wanted to add in a BCC, you can add that too. I'm also going to map in my Gmail email address, which is my connected app for this particular step, and my name. And I'll add a subject in. Thank you, your payment was received. And then I need to decide whether or not I want to use plain or HTML in my body. So for this example, I'm going to use HTML. And I just wanted to introduce you to a really handy tool where you can actually convert Word text into HTML code. It's called WordHTML.com. You just type in your text over here, and then it will generate an HTML code that you can copy and paste back into your Zap. And what we've done is we have mapped the invoice contact name, the bank amount, which is the actual paid amount rather than the invoice amount, and the invoice number into the body. Also added in my signature from my email, and a label where I want my emails to be labeled with. And I've also mapped in the invoice PDF, which we found in the previous step. So obviously, if you wanted to use another email service such as Microsoft Outlook or email by Zapier, for example, you could use that instead of the Gmail step here. And that's basically it. So we've used Zapier to create a workflow to send out an email with a PDF attachment as a payment receipt when our Xero sales invoice is marked as paid. So I think Zapier is pretty awesome. And if you liked what you saw and want a copy of that template, all you have to do is head over to solvaa.co.uk/templates and you can get a free copy. And if you want to see more tips like that to simplify, connect, and automate your business processes with Zapier to save yourself loads and loads of time every single week, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.
Work smarter, not harder.